Welcome back to Over the Edge here on Team 1200. Glenn Kolka, the Cokester, with you.
There's no talk of Stanley Cup unless they make the postseason. You throw it out there like it's a given.
No, I don't throw it out there like it's a given. I'm asking people. You hang on a second, Greg.
No, Glenn, you've had 2 years.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Seamless. It was absolutely just, you just won right on from one sport to another, elaborated just enough, used the right adjectives, managed to hang on to the New York Rangers throughout the whole game. You could even say, and I should say, because it happened, two quarterbacks that are vying for the Lord's Grey Cup. We are looking at the first time that, that's kind of a bit of a, not exactly the truth. I don't know. Call me silly. Just don't call me late for lunch.
Because he knew. I mean, you want your team to be there.
That's basically what exactly you get when you ask the questions that need to be asked in a lot of cases. Look at that.
Get out of town.
Take a stab in the dark. If a squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. And as a coach, it's just like, to me, it's suicide to a certain degree in a sense of job careers is concerned. He definitely has a few more of those very, I guess, topical situations and very readable and discussable situations to talk about. I don't even think we're going to get, even if we do make playoffs, or if we don't make playoffs, if we do make playoffs.
The forward of the book, none other than Wayne Gretzky. So,
no, you have to explain that other than Wayne Gretzky was a forward. What does that mean?
No, the forward of the book.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means.
Which is like the prologue.
I should know.
The written...
Oh, hit me with another word I don't know. Oh, the forward of the book is the prologue. Okay.
It means that Wayne Gretzky has written something small about Danny Heatley that will appear at the beginning of the book.
Thank you. And that's something I can deal with as a sports fan and an educated sports fan. You know what? It's not... How does this work? It's not a right. It's your privilege to play in the National Football League. This next break, we are going to be joined. We're not. With that, let's bring on the man, the myth, the legend, Ian Mendez. Let's try that line. Thanks for the call, Derek. We appreciate it. And, I mean, they're going to go ahead. They're going to build all this. And then we are going to reap the benefits of a tax surplus. Well, that's very, very befitting to preempt that email right after my disclaimer as far as, as I said, to give you an example, should there be, and this is how these questions are screwed, if you will, or skewed. Jeff Hunt, of course, for coming on and dispelling some of the myths and the biasness, if that's a word, the very nonchalantness that he has, if that's even a word, I don't know, I just made it up. Is it something that it's water off a duck's butt? It just bounces off them like, water off a duck's butt, up and down, working his proverbial tail off. A prime example of somebody who works his proverbial derriere off. You got to build off that and keep the proverbial puck rolling. We tear this team down on a regular basis whenever we have an opportunity to do so. So as we do that, let us be in building up the praise factor. These guys are the NHL. They can put a biscuit up your butthole from about 100 yards. Young Nicky Foligno.
Because you look up and down their lineup, and guys that are pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Who?
And
I just want to quickly just kind of regurgitate this email here. Well, we talked about that generically yesterday. God-given ability. Generically, God-given. They're the best athletes that they possibly could be. Is it because they, generically their dad was a good salesman? You can email back and rebut as you usually do in your very educatedly way. You can look at the Vermettes. You can look at the Kellys. You can look at the McCammons. You can look at the McCheeses. If you keep going to that horse who's running as hard as it can and you keep whipping it, sooner or later that horse is going to turn around and say, guess what, pal, and buck you off. CB4.
Well, that's what they call them.
Yeah, I know. Kind of interesting. A little bit like R2-D2.
Well, CB4.
Yeah. Character on Star Wars. We all know him. I think he chops off Chewie Chewbacca's head in the 5th story of. For the most part, it was loud beyond what you could articulate as far as what you could hear. And the winner is...
Blaine Walsh.
Who? We're taking a little bit of a preempted, after-the-fact type of a monitoring of calls and emails. If you can beat a story out of a bush somewhere, you'd go ahead and do it. And it wasn't just one team that didn't get a shot within that 10-minute period. It was either or both of the teams.
Yeah.
We've got lunch from... well, in how many years are you going to be able to say it's the 100th year? Probably just one.
Only one.
Yeah. Do you really think that a Bunsen burner stuck to somebody's foot right now may not be exactly what the doctor ordered? A broken neck does not heal, James.
Jeff Haynes is the winner of the 60.
Are you on air when you're saying this? Are you on air when you're saying this? Okay, so I'm not going to repeat myself. I would not want to be in those shoes or just be in those shoes. You won't choke. I do it every day and still got a job.